Hey y'all, Miss Brown here, your Avid teacher. I missed y'all, my little at-home learners and my people that were absent watching videos. So tonight's mini school, it's Tuesday, September 15th. So mini school, my hair, my pencil, will not look. Mini school is from 6 to 7 tonight, 6 to 7:30, pardon me. Okay, so let's talk about Tuesday, September 15th, because I did a video for yesterday, I believe, but now that I think about it, I don't think I did. So y'all, I'm going to do a video for Monday the 14th and Tuesday the 15th. Okay, so come on in and you go to week 5. Don't forget these class recordings can be found right here. And my 4th and 5th period, we meet on my WebEx link, so your page looks a little different. And this is my 7th period page, or my 4th period page, yeah. So Miss Richards' link is just on there, y'all, because my 7th period, we use her WebEx links. We have a huge class, so we combine. Okay, so you go to week 5. And then somebody's sharpening their pencil next door. I have a focus class. So I'm in my back room so I can take my mask off so y'all can see me. Okay, so on Monday, what we did was we identified different types of goals. So we talked about goal setting and how goal setting should be SMART, S-M-A-R-T, which is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So it needs to be specific. You can't just say, I want to do good in school. Like, what does that mean? Like, I want to have an A in all my classes, or I want to get a B in math. It needs to be specific. And then measurable. It needs to be able to be measured. So for example, you can't say I want to do good in class because what is good? It's subjective. What does that mean? So it needs to be measurable. So if you could say, like, for instance, I want a B is measurable because you can get an 80 or above. If you get a 75, that means you didn't reach the B, which means you did not reach your measurable goal. Attainable and realistic is just a nice way to say it needs to make sense. Like if you've got an F in math, saying that you want to have an A in math in a month probably isn't attainable or realistic. So maybe starting with a C and then going to a B. And then timely, it needs to have some sort of a time. So by the end of first semester, by the end of the first 9 weeks, you need to put a time on it, because if you don't put a time on it, then it's not a goal, it's a dream. It's something that eventually you want to do. So what we did was we talked about our friend Jonathan Grant Brown, who used to be an Avid student and now he works for Avid. He's awesome. Follow him on Twitter. And him and I have been kind of touching base about maybe having him come to talk to y'all when this whole COVID business is a little bit cleared up and we can have assemblies with guest speakers. So our goals are split into short range, mid range, and long range. So short range are immediate goals that you can do right now to help achieve your final long range goal. Mid range are some steps that you can take to meet your goal. And then long range is kind of your overall goal. So an example, I want to have enough money to buy a new car. So short range, maybe I need to stop spending money. Maybe I need to stop Postmates, Grubhubs, going out to eat all the time. And then maybe I don't need my Starbucks coffee in the morning. It's almost $6, y'all. If I save those, I can have $30, $40 a week to be putting somewhere else. So mid-range, notice how it steps. I have a 1, 2, 3. So first of all, maybe make a spreadsheet of my finances, see where my money's going. Number 2, look at some previous purchases. Like, how many subscriptions do I have? Do I really need Hulu and Netflix and Disney Plus and whatever else I have? Probably not. Amazon Prime. Like, I could probably just do with Netflix, y'all, to be real, but I can't because I need my Disney Plus. And then number 3, how much money can I put into savings? So after all my bills, my mortgage, my car, all that stuff is done, maybe I have $200 left over every 2 weeks. So maybe I keep $50 for myself each week, which is $100, and then maybe I put $100 every 2 weeks into a savings account to help save for my brand new whip. And then my long range is me, hey, cruising around in a brand new whip. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to be identifying what our goals are and how we can break them down into short range, mid range, and long range. So y'all, here's JGB, my man, love him. Y'all are going to watch this 15-minute video. And what I want you to do is I want you to pretend you're JGB, Jonathan Grant Brown, and I want you to tell me what should his long-term goal be. So after you listen to his story, it's very heartfelt, Like this gentleman has been through a lot. He definitely has persevered. So what could his long range goal be? I like to start with the long first and then work your way back. So long range and then maybe short immediate steps and then go back to mid range. So I kind of start at the end, then go back to the beginning and then go to the middle. So identify on a piece of paper, what do you think his goal, long-term goal should be? And then what should be some immediate steps he takes short term, and then immediate actions he takes short term, and then what are some kind of mid-range steps that he takes. So watch that video, check it out, hear his story, and see if you can relate to him at all. If you know anybody like him, if you feel like him, it's just kind of great to hear other people's stories. So then what you're going to do is we're going to review our grades. So you're going to check out Skyward and you are going to set a goal. It needs to be academic and it needs to be the first 9 weeks. So that's the T of your SMART. That's the timely. Then make sure it's specific, y'all. Don't tell me you want to do better in school. What does that mean? So what y'all are going to do is you're going to fill out this goal setting sheet on Canvas. Cami, y'all, get it together, Miss Brown. So y'all are going to fill out this goal setting sheet on Cami on Canvas. Y'all can just hit this text box to type into it. You do not have to worry about the GPA on your progress report. So you don't have to worry about that just yet. And then you're going to fill it out. And then there's 2 ways that y'all can submit this. You can either download it and download it as a PDF, or you can hit this awesome share button. It looks like a triangle with the dots on it. And if you hit that, it will bring up a website URL that you can then turn in as your assignment link. So I believe I have it set for next. Yes. So whenever you see the envelopes with the little arrows, that's my way to tell you that it's something that needs to be turned in. So you can turn in your goal sheet and then notice how it says website URL or file upload, because if you download, you're going to do a file upload PDF. And if you did that share button, you can upload that website URL. So that's what y'all are going to do for Monday, September 14th. And we did this in my 7th period on Thursday of last week. And then what we did today in my 4th and 5th period and what we did yesterday in my 7th period is this kind of intro to tutorials, which is pretty cool. So we always start with some kind of check-in question. So our check-in question was, what's a good compliment you've had? And I had a lot of people say that they didn't get any. So y'all, give compliments out. We get what we put out there. So start complimenting people, y'all. And then people will start complimenting you, it's awesome. It makes you feel good. And it feels really good to give people compliments. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm the type of person that I love to give gifts rather than receive. I mean, we all like a good gift every once in a while, but I like to give people compliments. If you think somebody looks like fire today, tell them. If you think they got a cute outfit, tell them. If you think they're smart and they're like have a beautiful, kind soul, tell them. It makes people feel good. Okay, so what we started off class with today, Tuesday, September 15th, was a quick write. So a quick write is 5 minutes. Sometimes we do 3, but I did 5 this time. And y'all write for however many 3 or 5 minutes I say nonstop. And then if you answer the question, y'all just keep going. Tell me your weekend plans. Tell me what you got going on. Tell me what you ate for lunch. Tell me what you ate for breakfast. Tell me what you're wearing tomorrow. You just write. This is good practice for SATs, PSATs, good practice for note-taking in high school and college, and it just gets your brain working. It's really good brain exercises. So what class do you currently find most challenging and why? And then how might Avid tutorials help you? So y'all are going to write for 5 minutes about these 2 questions. Then you hit this return button up top, and y'all, it pops you all the way back. Sorry, it pops you back to this majiggy bobber. So now we're on Tuesday. We did the quick write. So now let's go to the intro tutorial process. So we did a jigsaw, y'all, which is one of my favorite activities. So jigsaw is just like it sounds. It's a puzzle. So each person gets a part of the puzzle or a section of the text, and then you become an expert on that one part. And then you share it out. And then rather than me reading all 10 steps, I only read 2. But then I take everybody else's expert knowledge and then I end up learning about all of them. And it's pretty cool. So tutorial process has 10 steps or 3 phases. So the first phase is before the tutorial. The second phase is during the tutorial. And the last phase is after the tutorial. So we've got this great color-coded wheel. So steps 1, 2, 3 falls in the before. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the orange is the during the tutorial. And then 9, 10 is after the tutorial. So you're going to kind of check this out and keep this so that you have it as reference. And y'all, one thing that I like to do is I like to duplicate the page. I've mentioned it before. So that way I can, for instance, have this page. And if I duplicate it, I can have the text, which is on the next few pages that I can read after. So y'all, here is what you are going to do. And I made sure to do first name so that way I can publish this. So y'all are going to find your name. So let's pretend that I am Adam. I'm in group 2 and I am letter A, which means I'm going to open group 2's focus note sheet and I am going to do what letter A says up here. So I am going to read steps 1 to 2 versus, let's say I am Sal, I am in group 3 and I am letter C, so I'm going to read steps 5 and 6. So find your name. Group number is what sheet you are going to open up here, and then the letter determines which steps you are going to become an expert on. So I'm going to open this folder, and it's going to bring you to your class periods Google Drive folder. And then, and then what you're going to do is you are going to find your sheet in here, and then you are going to open it up. So for example, let's say I was group 5, I'll open up the group 5. If I was Adam and I was group, y'all, I already forgot, 3, I'm going to open up the 3. And then the letter determines what steps you do. So A is steps 1, 2, B is 3, 4, C is 5, 6, D is 7, 8, E is 9, 10. I was like, can I do that? It's been a long day, y'all. So I'm going to open up a sheet right here. So you are going to type, depending in which column, depending on what step you have. If you're step 1, 2, you're before. If you are letter B, you got stuck with 3 and 4, so you were kind of in the middle. So you're going to do step 3 in the before, step 4 in the during. If you are step 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to stick in the during. And if you were letter E or step 9, 10, you're going to write in the after. So what y'all are going to do is you're going to tell me everything that you know about your steps here by reading the pages that I'm going to show you next. You don't need to turn it in, y'all, because it's on the Google Drive so I can see it. So you are going to hit the next 3 buttons for the text depending on what letter you are. So if you were letter A, you're going to stick on this sheet because you're steps 1 and 2. If you were letter B, you're going to use this one for step 3 and then hit next for step 4. And if you were letter C or D, you're going to stay on this one because you're going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you were step E, last but not least, you're going to go to the 3rd page because you were steps 9 and 10. So long story short, y'all, Jigsaw, you stick with your 2 steps. Your group number depends on which Google Doc sheet you open. And then your letter determines on which steps that you should be becoming an expert on. And then when you're done with that, y'all, you're done because you don't have to turn the assignment in because it's already in Google Slides. If you have any questions, let me know. I love each and every one of you, and you fill my buckets each and every day. And this was 7th grade Avid for Monday and Tuesday for my 4th and 5th period classes. Bye, y'all.